Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kami dari kelompok 5 akan mempresentasikan hasil kerja kelompok kami yang berjudul Pest Control Teknik. Kelompok kami terdiri dari yang pertama Nurul Aisah NIM 082, yang kedua Hidayah Bhakti NIM 083, yang ketiga Putri Aprilia Cahyanti NIM 084, keempat Niken Diah Utami NIM 085, yang kelima Ahmad Fadoli NIM 086, yang keenam Salsabila Nur Faizati NIM 087, yang ketujuh Layre Putri Rinanti NIM 088, yang terakhir Sophia Mia Dinata NIM 089.
Resistant variants or friends. Resistant virus or friend are a friend resulting from breeding in that resistant genus by paying attention to gain manifestation in plant phenotype. Traits in pest-resistant variants. The resistant properties of the variants are divided into two, namely one, genetic resistance. Genetic resistance is the trait of genetic factor, so the environment. A is like exogenesis, B antibiotics, C resilience is a characteristic of plant resistance that is influenced by environment. There are three forms of ecological resilience, namely A host avoidance, B host resistance, C host escape effect.
B. Regulated pest control. Control by regulation is controlled through legal policies set by government. The legal basis for prevention with regulations is as follows. A. UU number 16, 1992, Quarantine of Animals, Fish and Plants. B. PP number 6, 1995, Crop Protection. C. PP number 14, 2000, Plant Quarantine. Plant quarantine. Quarantine is a place of isolation or preventive measures against the entry and spread of pests and disease or plant-disturbing organisms from abroad and from one area to another within the country. Measures in quarantine include examination, exile, observation, treatment, detention, rejection, examination, and liberation.
Mechanical control has a function to kill pests directionally mechanically, using only hands on other agriculture aids. Example, mechanical control. A. Rat grouping on rice plant. B. Cruising rice stalk to kill borer and rice plant. However, is carrying out an application of mechanical control. It must also be based on a knowledge of pest ecology, so that it can know the ecology on the target pest insect so as to know what mechanical action must be taken in order to obtain effective and efficient result.
Physical control. Physical control is a method include handpicking of pests, sticky ball protect for control applying sand in greenhouses and various trapping techniques like a trap for rodents. We can also use physical factors like the temperature, humidity, light, sound, and etc. Temperature. We can use the low or high to kill the pest. Humidity. Relative humidity between plants can also be adjusted by regulating the spacing of trees from shade trees. Light. Positive phototropic insects attracted light. Negative phototropic evading light. Use trap light for get positive phototropic insects. For example, ants are attracted yellow. Sound. Use ultrasonic waves. Barrier or mechanical barrier. Use of zinc, plastic, or butyl garden fences. Use of plastic wrap on fruit. and use of crushing and cutting tools. In the United States, it is used for cutting and crushing corn salts after harvesting in order to be corn stem glory is inside being peeled.
Technical culture control. Technical culture control is included in preventive measures before disturbance by pests occurs. Technical culture methods: management land, sanitation, fertilization, irrigation, planting it unison, rolling planting, and planting a trap plants.
Biological control. Biological control is part of natural control. Biological control is the activity of controlling the population of other organisms by their natural enemies. While natural control is the activity of abiotic and biotic factor in regulating the population of organisms. The abiotic factor include temperature, humidity, light, rainfall, wind, will, biotic factor are natural enemies and competitors. Environmental physical factors such as weather and its components are generally density-free factors, while natural enemies such as predator, parasitoid, and pathogen are generally density-linked. In the density-independent factor, the emphasis of this factor on the pest population does not depend on the density of the pest population. Density-free factors are divided into physical and biotic factor. Density-free factors that are physical are temperature, humidity, wind, soil pH, and exposure, while those that are biotic are host suitability and food quality.
Integrated pest management. Integrated pest control is a concept or a way of thinking and control effort that are integrated in a single unit to prevent damage to plant and the emergency of economic losses and prevent environmental and ecosystem damage. Principle of integrated pest management. 1. Cultivating healthy plants. 2. Utilization of natural enemies. 3. Regular monitoring for farmer as IBM expert. Next, IBM target. A. Maintain pest population and crop damage below economic damage level. B. Provide opportunity and encourage the proper functioning of control process that occur naturally in the agroecosystem. C. Achievement of steady productivity target and improve farmer welfare. D. Use of pesticides to a minimum so as to reduce negative impact on the environment and public health.
Control by disrupting pest behavior. A good understanding of the biology of behavior of pests, especially insects, can be used for the benefit of controlling these pests. These include using attractants or chemical compounds that attract individuals of the same species to come, repellents are chemical compounds that repel pests, or mating nuisance, which chemical compounds that prevent mating between male and female insects.
Chemical control. Chemical control is pest control using chemical substances, chemical pesticide to protect crops or crops product. Type of pesticide used to control pests is an insecticide. Is insecticide classification: A. Mode of action: gastric, contact poison, fumigant. B. Mode of entry: systemic, enter through a network of feces. Non-systemic, cannot enter the tissue, only attached to the leaf epidermis. C. Based on the chemical ingredients: inorganic insecticide, organic insecticide.
Sekian presentasi dari kelompok kami. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.